Welcome back to Highlands. Postcards from the finish line. Stop your cramp, not your race. We're also brought to you by Polar. Chase your destiny. With us, he is the fastest Ironman in history, 7:44 to Ironman Arizona last November, Mr. Lionel Sanders, and his wonderful mom, Becky. How you doing, both of you?
Doing very good, Bob. Thanks for having us. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
So happy to be here and in Boston. Yay.
Yay! Now, Becky, were you a runner growing up? What was your sport growing up?
Yeah, a little bit of running, yes. And just picked it back up probably a bit over 10 years ago. So
She was a smoker for 20 years.
I was trying not to say that. But
and then, needed to make a change because it was going poorly. And that's when running
was
came
that?
along.
About 10 years ago, maybe more.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Lionel growing up, good athlete?
Was good in everything.
And
Right answer.
good answer. And then high school running was
Yes.
more the sport?
Yes.
And so when he went off to college, then he sort of went down a bad path.
Yes.
And you obviously, as mom, you could see that happening.
Yes.
How hard was it as a parent, you really, until they decide to make a decision and
Right.
change their life, there's not much you can do about it. But as a parent, you want to change them. How hard was that for you?
Very hard, because I'm very close with him, and I knew his potential, and of course you just want the best for your kids, and so I just did a lot of praying.
And so, Lionel, did you have a sense that, obviously mom and dad were dealing with the fact that you had gone down this bad path, that you were into drugs and alcohol, and how was the relationship with mom and dad during that time?
I mean, we've always had a great relationship. My mom's always been my best friend.
So
I always knew that they were there for me, but it was one of those things that it was just, I was off in my own world, and I had to figure that stuff out on my own.
Right.
And when I did make that call, when I needed that money and to enter in Ironman Louisville, here's who I gave the phone call to. Unfortunately, she had the credit card and trusted me and saw the potential in me, and gave me that credit card number. I signed up for Ironman Louisville, and the rest is history. I've been following that journey ever since. So I need to pay her back that $650, but I'm still trying to save up
She's
for it.
still
We'll see.
So Becky, when you got that call, because I'm guessing there were other calls over time that I need some help with things. When you got that call, or maybe there weren't. When you got that call, did you have a sense that, oh my God, this could be the moment? He could be turning things around.
Yes, definitely, and I was really happy that he was going to take on that challenge and knew he could do it, and
You must have been a little bit skeptical. I had not shown much signs of. I am kind of curious, actually. What do you think when someone makes that phone call?
I don't know. I never lost faith in you. I knew you're just a big heart, and I love you, boy.
Well,
He's
thanks.
like my bestie. So I'm glad it worked out as it did.
Well, what's great about it is here you guys end up handing up for the entry fee. Then he has no way to get to Louisville, right? So they got to drive down there. Then, oh, by the way, I really don't have anything to wear. And so then you got to get him an outfit. Watching him actually finish that race, that had to be pretty special for you guys.
Oh yeah, it was very special. Yes, and I remember him saying, "What did I do? That was really stupid. I'll never do that again." And it didn't, but it didn't last long. And I think his dad and I had to go pick up his bike for him because he couldn't even
couldn't move.
He couldn't move, and
No knowledge of nutrition or hydration or pacing or any of these things you should probably know about.
Yeah, he did very well though. Actually, on his first
10-15. Yes.
Yeah. So, and we were new to it. We didn't know anything about it. So we left early the next day, even before. I don't know. He may have gotten an
Yeah,
age
the roll
group
down. We
war.
didn't know anything about that kind of
Award.
stuff.
Right.
I ended up finishing 4th in my age
so you
group.
probably would've qualified.
I have no idea. I didn't really know that's how it worked. I just figured you had to win, and that's the
Yeah.
only way you can get to Kona and that sort of stuff. And
So I think it worked out how it's supposed to, though. I think you're supposed to struggle a bit more before all of kinda
I agree
changed.
with you. You got to struggle before you get to Kona. That's for certain.
You
Yeah.
don't want to get there first time out. It's way too easy. So as he's progressing in investing more of himself in this sport and having great success, breaking the Ironman course record, winning Ironman races, winning 70.3 races, what were you guys thinking? And it's like, okay, this is the path Lionel should be on, and as parents, we're excited to share this journey with him.
Yes, totally. I am grateful that I've been able to share the journey with him. I've been to a lot of races and watched him cross, and I could feel, I know what I don't know, but what he must have been feeling inside to be able to go from there to here.
Well, she's neglecting to say
Yes.
she's done a very similar journey, being a smoker, having
So you could relate to what he was going through, the fact that he was able to quit something and substitute that with a positive. You quit smoking and running became part of
She
your
couldn't
life again.
swim. I watched her. She had used to put on, when we lived on the lake, and we'd go float in the lake, and she would put a life vest on, literally, because she couldn't swim, and learned to swim, and then it was Ironman Florida, the one that was going to be our first one. That was going to be my first professional race.
Yes.
And her first Ironman, and the swim got canceled. So for both of us,
I was very thankful that I got
Yeah,
canceled.
I was thankful too, because
I didn't know you were an Ironman person too.
Well, then she did.
So were you
she
an
did.
Ironman person before him?
No.
So him doing that Louisville thing, as a runner, you started thinking, maybe I can do this stuff too?
Yes, and my first was 70.3 in Muskoka, where Lionel did win his first
Yes.
half.
We've always tried to integrate the whole thing together. So our next goal is for her to qualify for Kona so we can swim up. I'm holding off. I haven't swam up to the coffee boat yet. We're going to swim up together when she qualifies for Kona. That'll be the year. So that's the next goal on the thing. She did Ironman Mt Tremblant, did very well. What'd you go, 12 flat? Right around 12 flat?
I think so.
With terrible, once again, making the mistakes I made, terrible pacing, no nutrition thoughts.
So
all
who's
those sorts of
coaching who?
things.
You coach him? Does he coach you?
No, Lionel is.
She coaches me for a lot of the
my
mental
coach.
aspects of things, that's for certain.
But for me, Lionel's my coach. Yes, so that's a little bit of pressure for me.
Is he good? Is he good coach?
He's a very good coach. Yes.
Because I know he does all his training indoors, so he
Yes.
doesn't get hit by cars.
Actually, he's kind of made me stop riding outdoors too.
She's a indoor trainer convert as well. I
See?
had to convince her,
So
but
did you
she's
get
doing
the
a lot of training on the
rollers?
trainer. Yeah, not the rollers
I
yet.
was going to say, stay away from the rollers.
yeah,
you don't want to
well,
fall on a
that's-
couch.
that's a
That sounds
5-year
good.
goal.
But
Yeah.
even for Boston, I've done most of my training on the treadmill, so we'll see how that goes. And yes, I love Boston. Just have
So
to
this
say.
is how many times you run Boston?
It's my 5th Boston. Yes.
Wow. And so the plan for tomorrow, Lionel, you've got to do your long run. So you're incorporating that with Mom's race.
Yeah, we're going to start together at, I think the start time is 10:55, and then I'm going to go off, do my normal 28-kilometer long run, and then I'm going to...
So if you find yourself leading the race, are you going to just keep going?
I will certainly will not be leading the race, unfortunately. This is a much different animal than I'm
Yeah.
used to. But so I'll do my 28K long run, and then I'm going to stop. I'm going to walk and refuel a little bit, and I
Yes.
should be at that time approximately 30 minutes ahead of Mom. Give me, maybe 3K I can walk, something in that time.
Right.
And then we should meet up again. How we're going to find each other, I'm not sure. We'll figure that out as we get out there, and then we're going to run the final 10K together.
Have you guys come across the finish line together before?
No.
Never. This will be our first time.
Yes.
Fun is that to do it in
And-
Boston?
Yeah.
Yes, and Lionel is a registered runner. I think some people might not think because he qualified in Kona.
Qualified in
'cause you
Kona.
can.
I
in,
see. You
2000.
qualified in Kona.
Not last year, that's for certain, but the year previous, I qualified for this year's.
I love that. Well, you know what's cool about that? I think there was 140 people who qualified for Boston at the Ironman, and it's like, where did you qualify? Well, I swam 2.4, I
Yeah,
run
really.
112, and then I ran fast enough to qualify
It's
in the heat of the day
It's
in
hardcore.
Kona,
Yes.
Hawaii. That is about as hardcore as it gets. So what was your first marathon, Becky?
I believe it was Detroit because I live in Windsor across from Detroit. So
Okay.
that's an international marathon, very good one. Yes, so, and I did have it in my head. I want to qualify for Boston.
In your first marathon.
But you know what? I don't think I did it there. I think I did in Toronto, my first qualifying. So
you're sort of like him, that you're good right away. You're good at this stuff. You've got some talent.
no,
She's a very good runner. Absolutely.
I don't think so. I think I hope that I put in a lot of
work.
Yeah, I don't think it comes easy.
That never comes easy. So, what's your PR? What's your personal best for a marathon?
Actually, it was in 2013 here, 3:30:25. Yes, but coming back in 14 was my the most memorable year because there's so much love here in Boston,
Yes.
and the strength and the resilience of the people. I just love it.
Yeah, the gal we were interviewing right before you guys came, Roseanne Sedoya, she lost her leg in the bombing in 2013, and a college student ran out and did a tourniquet on her leg, and then a policewoman flagged down a paddy wagon because all the ambulances were full to get her to the hospital, and a firefighter got into the paddy wagon with Roseanne and held her hand when they went to the hospital, and they are now engaged.
Oh, okay.
And they ran the
is
Empire State Building
beautiful.
run up together in February. So it's interesting just watching what happened out of that, the love that came out of that
Yes.
2013. It was really, really special. Now, are you doing some Ironman races this year too?
I did qualify for the half worlds in
Chattanooga.
Yes. And
So
actually,
we'll be doing that together. And I get to spectator this time because they're putting the male and female race on
Yes.
separate days. I think it's a great idea. So
I love that.
And actually, I didn't have my credit card on me that day, so Lionel did.
He repaid the favor.
I finally got to get the.
Yes.
We're even
So
now. We're
we're-
never.
Nice. So, do you have an ultimate goal?
Yes,
What's the
Kona.
ultimate goal?
Kona.
Kona.
Kona is the pinnacle
That's
for both of
really,
us.
really hard.
Now, Lionel, have you changed your mind at all, or are you still focusing? This will be a 70.3 year.
I'm most definitely still focusing on the 70.3, and I'll make my decision in end of July about the whole Kona thing.
Because you have to figure out where you're going to go. You gotta
Absolutely, sure. I qualified already in Arizona last year. It was like the first qualification race
you're
that
in.
goes towards it.
Yes, it was 7:44.
So if I wanted to go, I would be able to go without having to do a
second
in the
Ironman.
calendar year.
That's
Yes.
great.
But it all depends on. I need to be 100% certain that I can make that second swim pack. So I'm not going to go there until I am 100% certain I can make that second swim pack. So we'll wait till July to make that decision.
And we talked just a few weeks ago. Still making improvement in the swim?
Yes, very much so. I have my coach and training advisor, David Tilbury Davis, down for the last 4 days, and we set a plan for the next basically 3 months. And I still very regularly having best swims, best times, and
what's
most
been the
importantly,
difference? Just the consistency?
I mean, to be honest with you, I think swimming was an afterthought for me for the vast majority of the time. Of course, I had to get my swimming up to a level that I wasn't losing the race.
Right.
And then once I got there, it sort of became an afterthought, and I did all my running and biking training and the planning. I would do here's the bike workout, here's the run workout, and then swim.
Swim was sort of like recovery type of thing.
No thought given to it. I just show up at the pool and do some hard swimming or whatever. No deliberate practice. And I think that's probably the biggest thing that I've changed now. I've got a very good sense of how to prepare for the bike and the run, and now it's like the final frontier is to learn how to integrate the swimming into that bike run training and continue to make those gains. Because last week, for instance, I showed up, had a hard set planned, and I had done my long run the night before, less than 12 hours before, and it was an absolute garbage set. And it's like, I mean, those are things that I have no idea because I never have given it, good analysis of how to properly prepare and integrate that swimming in. So that's where I'm at now, and it's fun because it's like opened up a whole new world of improvement and things to analyze and tinker with. So I'm enjoying it, and I think that's the most important piece.
Now, Mom, is the swimming your toughest part too?
Definitely, yes.
So you've got the
She's
bike
improved
run.
hardcore, though. Like, she's down to probably, 210, 220 per 100 meters for an Ironman swim.
Wow.
Going from floating with a life vest on, so that's
Yes.
pretty good.
Got rid of my nose plug and. Yes.
So you must pass a lot of people when you get out of the water. Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but
Yeah.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Indeed
if
she
you're
did.
swimming back there, you're passing a lot of people in your age group as you're moving up through the back.
In Louisville, I came out of the water in 750th place and then ended up finishing in 50th place. So that's a
700 folks.
700. That's a lot of passing happening.
So how proud are you of your son and everything he's accomplished and everything he's come back from?
I don't think I can describe in words how I feel about that. Yes, definitely so very proud. Yeah, it's and
It seems like it's mutual because I think Lionel's very proud of you for giving up smoking.
I'm just as inspired, absolutely, and I hope we can race that Kona race together one day down the road, and then high five at the finish line, and then swim up to that coffee boat in the days leading into it. That's our goal.
I love
So
that.
yes,
that'll be a fun journey.
Yes.
But lots of hard work. I mean, long way to go still.
Yes.
But more importantly, tomorrow you'll get to share a finish line here in Boston.
Yes.
Absolutely. This is Mom's favorite marathon, and I'd say this is probably the biggest marathon in the world. So for me, it's quite shocking to be
You
here
are
coming from
gonna-
Ironman races. It's pretty big, but this is like
You're gonna
20
love.
times the grandeur, and what better race to do your first. This will be my first open marathon as well, so that'll be a cool experience, I think.
What you have to be careful of is that first 6 miles.
Yeah, I'm sticking to the pace. This is my long run, absolutely. I think it's going to be difficult actually when I
You're
get to
gonna
the
let
28K.
all these people
I'm
gonna go by you, and
yeah.
you're gonna be going, "Oh, what are they? I can't let those guys."
That's what
go
I
by."
said to Mom. It's going to be tough to walk there
Keep
for a
the
little bit.
governor, but you need to. That's
absolutely.
gonna be fun. Have fun tomorrow.
Thank
How
you
fun is
very
that?
much,
You'll be
Bob.
out there with your son.
Yes.
Both of you enjoying the most important marathon in the world.
She's going to PB
Definitely.
too tomorrow. You mark my words on it. 3:30 from 2013. I'm predicting 3:25 to 3:28
Ooh.
tomorrow. So
That's a lot
she's
of
in shape
pressure.
for it.
About 3 hours ahead of me, so thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hey everybody, thanks again. This is Highlands Postcards from the Finish Line. Stop your cramp, oh not your race. We're brought to you also by Polar. Chase your destiny. And Lionel and Becky have an awesome day tomorrow.
Thank you, Bob.
Thanks, Bob. Thanks for having us on.
Hold on everybody, we will be right back.